There you go.
I need to know what district I belong to.
Where do you live?
I live 79th Street on the north side, up the hill.
You are going to be in Elizabeth's section. You can sit at that first table. You can sit at Elizabeth's table.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Right, there is pizza in the back, courtesy of our assembly. You might know it.
What? Am I in trouble?
No, we're just telling everyone there's pizza. Finally got a pizza.
Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Festivus. Thank you. I'm looking forward to the feats of strength and airing of grievances. This year I have a lot of grievances. But that's it. Thank you. Enjoy. Have a safe.
We were recently contacted by one of the businesses in Woodhaven who they had a drive, and I want to invite them up now. Greg and Natalia, you want to come up? And they're from Beaver Tattoo. And what they did is they had a drive where they had a sheet with tattoos on them, and if you got a tattoo from that sheet, it was $30, and they put that aside, so they got a total of $660. So thank you very much.
Hello everybody, my name is Greg, this is Natalia. We own the tattoo shop Beaver Tattoo at Jamaica Avenue and 94th Street. So we've been doing this since after the hurricane came. We stopped doing it on December 5th. We got our $660, which we will hand over to Ed. So that we could help. Thank you.
You guys, come on over here. We have something for you.
We have a nice award here. This is something for you to hang up for your office. A nice award here. So, yeah, we got a nice picture. Come on in. Yeah, it's got your little logo there. And all that stuff in there. So,
Thank you very much.
there we go. Guys, you want to stand up again? Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
You notice we have some signs out on the table to kind of try and direct people into sitting at different tables based on what district you're going to be sitting in. The City Redistricting Commission had a proposal out there that was going to split Woodhaven in two. We have asked that Woodhaven remain in one community. I mean, just to give you an example, everyone here who's at an Eric Ulrich table, raise your hand. Okay. And everyone has an Elizabeth table, raise your hand. Okay. Quick, who's got a library? Who's got the library? Are you in the library or?
I don't know if I'm Eric. I think I'm in the 32nd district. I'm on 80th Drive down the block from the library.
Yeah, so you'll be in Eric's district.
Okay.
So Eric's going to have the district with the library. Who's got Forest Park? Raise your hand. So you don't even live in the same district anymore as the rest of you don't even live in the same district as the Carousel anymore. You know, this is the thing. These are the things that define us as a community. These are the things that are our identity, and they are splitting it and taking it away from us.
This is going to be directed towards the City Council members who will hopefully see this and pay attention to this video. My name is Giadra Craigsdies. I want to address the members of the City Council. As elected politicians, all of you have the responsibility to listen to your constituents and help find solutions to the issues and problems that we bring to your attention. The proposed division of Woodhaven's City Council representation is illogical and irresponsible. The members of the Woodhaven Residents Block Association also represent our community. We are volunteers, not paid officials, but we're speaking out in support of uniting the residents of Woodhaven and not creating a division of representatives and voters, please take the time to review our requests to keep Woodhaven whole and intact. Please make the necessary adjustments that will ensure one city council representative for the whole community of Woodhaven. Thank you.
Right, what is a neighborhood? A neighborhood is a collection of people that know each other, or try to. When I walk down the streets of my neighborhood and I say hello to someone, I should not think of, oh, they're on this side of a particular line, or they are on this side of a particular line. Or if I want to find out who my elected official is, I should not have to look at a map. What building am I in? Am I on this zip code, or am I on that zip code? Political representation is by community. This division of our neighborhood is splitting us apart, fragmenting us, and distorting and diluting our common voice for the political machine that we have voted in to take care of us. They are telling us what to do, and it's supposed to be the other way. We are supposed to ask them to do what we hired them to do. Many times, this neighborhood has not gotten critical services, or sometimes, I'm pretty sure people in this neighborhood feel that we are the bastard stepchildren of Queens in New York City. This redistricting will make that problem much, much worse. And with no preparation, that's all I can say right now.
And if we can go in numbers there, a couple of times I went, we went in numbers. We had placards and we were picketing, we had t-shirts, right? Voicing our opinion on the t-shirts. We share flyers and what's that. And I think we should do the same thing here. Just don't go in one or two person and deliver an address here, but go in numbers. And I think they'll pay some heed to us.
Listen, I agree. I think, you know, what better way to show them that we're a united community than to show up united.
The turnout we had for the redirecting of the roads, we really, I think, kicked ass and took names on that one. This is more important than that.
Agreed.
We need more people. We need 10 times as many people to show up and go there as for back then. Now, if we could do it for that, for the direction of a road, I think we can do it for hold our bloody neighborhood together.
First is, after the commission released their initial proposal, which had nearly all of Woodhaven in one district, the Block Association, on behalf of everyone in this room, submitted testimony encouraging them to adopt this as their final plan. It was not until after we submitted the testimony that they then changed the lines and decided to split us up. So that seems like an awfully odd reaction to the community coming together and making their voice heard. They decided to do the opposite of what we suggested, and that's pretty odd. The second thing I wanted to flag is that there's a new movement among some city council members called participatory budgeting. And you might have heard about this because Councilman Eric Ulrich has been a pioneer in this. And the idea is that certain communities within a city council district should be permitted to vote on how they want the city council dollars allocated. And Councilman Ulrich has been great for opening up the process to more people. He did this, I believe, down in the Rockaways a year ago. Now, one important aspect of this is that numbers count. So if I live in the part of Woodhaven that's not going to be represented by Councilman Ulrich, and he decides to do participatory budgeting for Woodhaven in the future, I have no vote in that process. And that's a big problem because I will not be in his district. So participatory budgeting is in fact the wave of the future, as lots of good government analysts have said. And if this does eventually come to Woodhaven, we are going to be at a disadvantage if Woodhaven is split. And that's not a good thing. If we care about getting the resources we deserve, we need to be sure that we're not going to get outvoted by people who care about issues that are not important to Woodhaven. So keep that in mind. And finally, both Councilman Ulrich and Councilmember Elizabeth Crowley have come to this town hall and said that in theory, because they didn't want to weigh in on this particular proposal lest there appear to be a conflict of interest, in theory, it's a good idea when a community is united in a single district. Both of our council members have spoken about this, and although I completely respect their desire not to have a conflict of interest, because if they run for re-election, they don't want it to look like they drew the lines for themselves or push for a certain outcome. But the facts are the facts, and that the New York City Districting Commission will have a final proposal and will send it to the City Council to vote on. So Councilmember Ulrich and Councilmember Crowley, at the end of the day, are going to have a vote on this proposal. And if this proposal splits Woodhaven, that's going to be bad. If it unites Woodhaven, that's going to be good, and they will have the ultimate say on this. So we just have to make sure that we press the commission to do the right thing so that our council members can cast the vote that's in the best interest of Woodhaven, their constituents.
Hello everyone, happy holidays. If you don't know, I work actually at City Hall. I'm the Legislative and Budget Liaison for Councilmember Robert Jackson. What that means is that I'm in charge of all the laws as it relates to the City of New York, District 7, and in particular, as Vance was saying, his budget. So every council member gets a discretionary budget as well as a capital budget. This is money that they give out to community-based organizations like the Woodhaven Block Association. Now, District 7 consists of different neighborhoods, Washington Heights, Inwood, Hamilton Heights. The smallest neighborhood that we have is Inwood. Now, as Vance was saying, when the council member looks at the amount of money that he gets, however much that is, $500,000, $400,000, whatever, he looks at his neighborhoods and he looks at the organizations applying. The ones that he gives the most money to are the ones that service the most people in the biggest neighborhoods. Unfortunately, because Inwood has been drawn so small in the district, he doesn't give that much money to Inwood. And it's not because it's personal. Certainly not. As a council member, he has to look out for the best interests of the most constituents. And in order to do that, he needs to give money to organizations that serve the most. Now, if we split Woodhaven, as it's split right now, the Woodhaven Block Association represents our best interest. But the council members, unfortunately, as much as they want to, cannot wholeheartedly do that, because they have to serve the best interests of the majority of the constituents.
It's real simple. Give me the maps, I'll get it done this afternoon. It's really just two rules. Rule number one, never divide a neighborhood. Rule number two, see rule number one. Leave it alone.